me see if that's working. Like, because it said it was going live?
It is a minute tape delay, so we'll have to let you know in a minute.
Okay.
But as long as it says it's recording, you should be good.
It says starting.
Are you live over there?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
You haven't said anything, so I was kind of concerned they might have killed you or something.
I am here. I am distracted, but I am here, so it's good.
Oh my god. You skip.
I was in the middle of catching up on my shows. I'm just like, oh shit, right, the podcast. Come back.
Good job, Ryan.
Oh my
Good job.
god. Okay.
But I'm here, so yeah.
Oh my god. My heart's kind of racing. Like. Oh.
Okay. The link is up on Tumblr. It'll hit everything else in like 2 minutes.
Oh.
Maybe a minute. I don't know. But, yeah. So once I know it's live, I will introduce the podcast. Hopefully stuff goes down and gets real.
Okay, so I have a question though.
Yes.
When I'm talking about the weekly checkup, should I start off with the shitty stuff first or the good stuff first?
Let me start with the weekly checkup just so I can explain what's going on.
Fair enough.
And then I will let you decide what you feel is best. If you feel like shittiness is what it will help add to the podcast, go ahead. And if you feel like it'll detract, then go with the happy first.
Okay. I'm probably just going to go sad first so then I can end it with a good note.
Okay.
What the fuck happened?
Okay. I hear it now. It is live. Let me turn down the volume because it's gonna get fucking loud when I talk. It's likely.
Okay, so it is live.
Yep.
It is live.
It's a black screen for me, but it's live.
Yep, black screen and live.
Okay, tell me if it's...
Well, again, it's minute delayed, so...
Okay.
So I'm gonna introduce the podcast now that I know it's picking up our voices, and hopefully something will come up to entertain people. Is that fair?
Sounds very fair. Hold up. It's going to be a minute more because I have my resolution, like, mucked up. So...
Hey there, everybody! Welcome to the Three-Way Podcast, the last-minute technical difficulties edition.
Oh, God.
Bird! Ow.
And birds are attacking! Who knew?
Over there.
Over here.
So, I guess we should probably explain a few things. We are a little late, and, changing who our streamer is, and don't have anything really planned for the podcast. There's a lot of reasons for it. One, we had planned a whole special game shows type surprise segment for you, but due to technical difficulties and the fact we're short a person for even teams, we're delaying that temporarily.
That's what we were gonna do tonight? Now I'm really sad.
I am very
Fourth
sad.
person for the past 2 hours while I was at work, and I could not find anybody.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Well, to be fair, it's probably good we're not doing it because my schedule's so screwed up with trying to get things done. I don't think I can concentrate very well on it.
that was what we had planned, so if we're gonna just wing it on the news stories, it's gonna be a random bunch of shit, first things I can find, and just be like, hey, this looks cool. As for the streaming, so the reason we're short of person is because Nicole called out. I'm not upset in any way. It was last minute, but she said she was feeling really bad, and so nothing. But I'm hoping she feels better because I want her back so she can continue to make fun of Max and Ryan for all their bullshit. But we wish her well. We hope she gets back soon because God knows I can't drive this ship without her. So, let's see what else. Is there anything else important that we need to mention before I were late? Also, I was late at work because work decided to be worky and say, hey, here's things to do. And I'm like, no, I have to leave in 5 minutes. So, yeah, that happened.
Ryan.
Yeah, that happens.
It happens.
Shit that goes down.
Very frustrating, though. But luckily, I got out quick enough where I could make it on time-ish. And so we're here now. And we're ready to do things, whatever we're doing. I don't know what Max is playing. Max, what are you playing?
I am playing The Rake, which is a early access game. I don't know if it's actually on the stream right now.
So, we're playing this game. It is on the stream now.
Okay.
We're playing this game because, how do I want to put this? Basically, we are doing Shocktober starting tomorrow. Everybody get hyped. It's the Halloween month, the best month of probably the entire year.
I can't believe we're coming up on the first day of Halloween. It's the best.
On the first day of Halloween, e-vac station
First day of Halloween, my e-vac gave to me.
a song. on now.
That's real. No, Aaron, work on that.
Okay.
Keep going on that. Let's go.
She'll get paid for that probably.
Yay!
But so we're gonna do a little bit of a horror stream, so to speak. Not quite what we expected, but it's gonna be what we do. It's what we're doing last minute, all just thrown out the window. Let's see. So some things to mention before we get to the further weekly checkups for everybody. So tomorrow, as I said, is Shocktober, so get hype. New Halloween video every day of the month. We pretty much have everything recorded. I think there's just one video that Aaron and I will work on after the podcast to complete it all. And I have the game. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be great. Today was also the last episode of the point-and-click game for Walking Dead. Or not Walking Dead, for Jurassic Park.
We didn't say that.
Which was hilarious.
Yeah. Let's just say it's the last appearance you're going to see for a while of the motherfucking T-Rex. So go watch it.
Motherfucking T-Rex!
It's a motherfucking T-Rex.
Motherfucking T-Rex!
God.
He's here to kick some motherfucking ass. He's a motherfucking T-Rex.
How
T-Rex.
how can we just
Sorry.
let's just get this is how the podcast is going to continue for the rest of time.
Nicole
It's a
left.
motherfucking
It's going to be the
T-Rex.
motherfucking T-Rex podcast.
Motherfucking T-Rex!
I'm gonna miss saying that. I really am. But let's
We
see.
have to find another dinosaur game so you can say that.
I know, right? That's gonna be the new. That's gonna be the goal now. New dinosaur games. Make it happen. Game stream more dinosaur games. I've already made a video about that actually. It's great. Let's see. What else do we need to do? Let's see. Realister. New episode came out this week after Squid Week. Everything from Squid Week is up online. So if you missed Squid Week, go check it out. Fuck you, Shark Week. Squid Week's better. Let's see. What else? I actually have a list here. Why am I not looking at the list? Let's see. What else we got? Let's see.
No! Why did you step on the lead?
You can't
Why
step on-
did you step on the lead?
Quest 50 is also returning to its, going to be on its normal time now, every Monday, so enjoy that as well. And, let's see, what else? That's it for the intro, I think. So with that being said, let's do the weekly checkup while I scramble for news bits. Who wants to go first?
Yep. So don't mind that I'm eating something.
See of ease, I'm already a piece of candy.
It's 35% of my daily fiber. It's a granola bar. So I'm gonna start off with the sad stuff and get into the happy stuff. So sad stuff. Probably the saddest thing that happened this week. The dog that I grew up with was put down yesterday.
Oh, Max, I'm sorry.
What?
Shit, what was that?
Was that a bird?
Is either a
I don't-
bird or was Phantom Cora?
I don't know what it was. I don't know what you guys freaked out over. There was a bird on my computer, but
There was like screeching sound on the audio.
that wasn't my bird, I promise.
What?
October is about to start and already spooks are happening.
I wonder if that was in the game.
It's actually a possibility too, but Max, go on, and hopefully no more spooks happen.
So what else was I about to say? Okay, so basically the dog was suffering from kidney failure.
Oh, poor baby.
So I'm looking at it the bright side that it's a lot more humane for him to have died being put down than him suffering through kidney failure.
Yeah. It's still not easy, though.
Other than that, nothing. That's like the sad thing of this week. Don't know if I officially have my permit.
I saw that. Congratulations.
Yup.
Yeah.
I've already driven and I've already almost hit a deer.
That's not hard to do.
Nah.
Dude, fuck them deer. They're in the road. Just
And
teach left.
in all, to be fair though, I did brake in time. I didn't actually hit the deer,
I'm glad.
but it kind of stared at me like derpishly for like a few minutes. And then I got the Fallout Anthology.
Oh, nice.
So now I have all the Fallout games plus a mini nuke that makes sound effects.
Nice.
Other than that, that's my week. If I suddenly scream, by the way, just a fair warning, I am playing a horror game.
But, I mean, that's the point, though. We're playing a horror game for Shocktober. I mean, if we weren't, then what the hell? Right?
So I'm going to just apologize in the in the future when I do scream, if we're in the middle of a like a newscast thing.
Yep. Should I even watch this feed? Cause
Nope, you should. We need to make sure it's working.
To
proper.
be honest, yeah, do it.
Shit. All right, cause I'm gonna scream and it's gonna come like a minute after the actual scare.
Okay.
And it's just go.
Okay, Ryan.
Actually,
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, it will come a minute, but it'll be in sync with. Well, wait, that's gonna fuck up the lot. That'll be interesting.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what would happen, but you're right. It would come up way after it happens in the video.
See?
Okay, Ryan, look at it this way.
I'm not dumb.
Ryan, look at it this way, though, right? If I scream, then that gives you preparation, right?
He's right.
Like, then you know it's coming.
Nah, but that's no fun.
Well, I'm not going to be able to hide it, I can tell you that much.
No.
Like, at any moment, I expect to get, like, raped by creatures in the forest.
I feel like it's good enough for the game. You have to look for.
Max gets raped by creatures in the forest and raked. That's the news.
What the? Hey.
I'm looking for podcast news. That way we can that shit.
So I have something that we can bring up, even though it's not really Shocktober.
I mean, it doesn't have to be Shocktober related. Half the stuff I'm looking up are just random shit right now.
You know how we, like...
Well, okay, so you remember when we were talking about the Muppets last week, right?
I watched the okay. We could talk about.
Oh, yeah,
the
let's...
episode, right? I know.
Yeah.
I watched the episode.
I did.
I just watched the episode about 15 minutes ago.
I watched it
I
on...
haven't seen it yet.
Eric,
That
let's leave him the
shit's
job. He needs
hilarious.
homework.
I have a lot of other homework I have to do.
Okay,
Ethan, yeah.
And stop being so responsible. It's fucking 22 minutes long. Just watch.
well, Ryan, seeing how you brought it up first, I think you should go first.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and not thinking back to how we were talking about, people need to know if it's gonna be raunchy or whatnot. I take back everything I said. That show is like, it's so mild.
It's really tame.
It's
really-
tame.
Like it's raunchier than original Muppets, but it's incredibly tame by normal TV
Yeah,
stations.
actually,
Yeah, it's like it's almost like The Office meets Muppets.
yeah, that's...
Except it's Hollywood.
That's
That's what I could describe it as, and it's really well done. But it's not like in your face, like, oh my god, kids shouldn't see this.
kids
They
probably
even
shouldn't
had
see
a-
it, though.
They even had a Muppet harping on about censorship. So as soon as Kermit says hell, he walks past, can't say hell.
Um,
Like, come on, guys.
I mean,
That was cute. I did like that.
I mean,
quite a bit.
I will take back that I think I said last week it's probably just all subtle humor. Whoa! Ah! Oh my god.
Continue. I'm sorry.
Give me a minute. Okay. I need to take a drink real quick.
Oh my god, Max. Homie. You couldn't have been that damn bad.
Pick it up.
Okay, I'm back. I take back the whole subtle thing because I said, well, it's probably just all subtle humor. Which was complete bull. Because it wasn't that subtle.
The Muppets?
The Muppet, I mean, I really laughed at the joke, my world is a bacon-wrapped hell. I honestly thought that was a very well-written joke. There was that gay joke. But, other than...
About when you say you're a passionate bear looking for love?
Yeah.
That was really good. I like that.
That was a good one. That was
yeah.
well.
Yeah, that was well implemented.
In the face with it. I thought that joke was really well done.
I'll admit, going into it, I was not a Muppets fan. Never really got into the show as a kid. Never really saw the appeal to it. Watch this. I actually am a little more into a Muppet fan now. I actually kind of like this new take on it. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
I think I'm gonna keep going with that.
I don't want to spoil too much, but I really...
Oh, the scares cameras are real. It's great.
Why am I doing this?
Because you love the fans and you want to make
This.
a podcast that Nicole will be proud of.
The problem.
They're gonna be watching this, and it's gonna happen like a minute off. And man.
Okay. The other problem is that I don't know. Do you see like the cameras in the bottom right?
Yeah.
So it goes on red whenever it sees motion on the camera, right? But there's wild hogs walking around. So, like, I get real hesitant on clicking on the camera, and then it just ends up being like a pig.
Until it becomes a scary monster.
Yeah.
Tries to crawl at you.
But, as I was saying, I thought the jokes were well written. I thought they were well written, and I thought they were implemented just subtly enough where it was funny, and it wasn't, like, so in your face. Oh god. Ah! Get ready, camera 3.
I'm scared.
What?
I'm scared.
It's camera 3. I'll just give you that. It's camera 3. No, it's 4. It's 4, I think. Wait, it might be 3. What's going on? I'm gonna stick with the pig cam.
Pig cam.
Pig cam.
So Max, explain. Well, I guess Ryan's still doing his weekly checkup. You'll have to explain the game a little bit once he's done, because I'm curious.
Oh,
Okay.
Shit, we aren't even on. We are on the weekly checkup. I just jumped. I apologize, guys. Let me.
It's
go
fine.
Back.
You know-
So.
Ryan, this whole podcast is loosey goosey. You can do whatever you want.
This is the loosey goosey cast this time around.
Yes, I like it. My week hasn't been anything too crazy. Still working at my job, still not doing shit at my job because, like I said, we're not going to be getting phone calls until midway through Shocktober. So,
Yeah.
Get
I'm
hyped.
just kind of sitting and spinning, just not really doing anything. I'm trying to read books. Oh shit! I was supposed to get a package today. I didn't even check, and I gotta go downstairs. But alas, sorry.
You're leaving the birds hanging. They're freaking out.
I'm sorry. Ah, fuck! Why?
I told you, man. I told you. Actually, I will be right back. I'm gonna go turn on some more lights in this room. Just.
Oh, that's good. That's good for Shocktober. Just pull this real quick.
But yeah, from that,
What is all those noises?
same old. I think it's Max getting murdered.
Okay. I was gonna say it's either a bird attacking Aaron's computer again, or literally the world's imploding as we speak.
It might be a ride running across my keyboard, but that's never caused problems before.
So we have a new problem on my side.
What's that?
So the darkest corner of the basement, the light bulb's not working, and it's right behind me too. So now I keep looking back, really paranoid.
And that's how you know we're having a good time.
That's real bad.
Like I can see over my computer into this lighted area, but like. Yeah, that's not good. I have to survive another 19 minutes. Oh, good. So where were we? Sorry about that.
I was wrapping up my weekly podcast, which...
Your weekly podcast.
Podcast?
Yeah, his podcast is
And
a podcast.
You know, but
It's the Ryan cast.
thus ends the Ryan cast. Now we can move on to the Aaron cast.
I don't know.
Come on, Aaron. You gotta play the Aaron cast. That's what you got.
This week has been shitty. I will say that much.
Oh shit! Ah! Get back here!
To Max and Ryan's scream is making me laugh a lot. Like, on the inside.
I'm shooting a gun now.
This past weekend I went to a wedding in Wisconsin, which was awesome. I had tons of fun. It was great and beautiful weather for it. And I also started watching Sense8, which was amazing.
Yes, Sense8!
I know, I'm only 3 episodes in. My friend and I were watching it, but I was sitting there with my arms in the air, like freaking out.
Yeah, we're gonna gush. We're gonna gush about this, man.
Yeah,
You and me.
we will.
It's gonna happen.
So then, shit started on Sunday. I got home, and I had a bunch of writing and shit I needed to get done. and I didn't want to cook anything, and I kind of wanted to do a last hurrah of eating crappy food before I got back into Weight Watching on Monday. So I picked up a pizza, which I never really do. And as I'm walking up the stairs to my apartment, these two girls ride past and start yelling, Fat Amy, at me.
I think your bird's making some more noises.
Yeah, Orion's not happy that they called me Fat Amy. So it was not a good feeling to have these young women shout, call me fat. So I was, hi Orion. So I was upset and I called my mother for some sympathy and we had a falling out. So I was just miserable on Sunday and Monday. Um, Work has been crazy. I'm trying to do my writing class through the International Writing Program. I am trying to create a video for the Iowa Writers House, which will be at the book festival in Iowa City this upcoming Saturday. You all should come. It's from 10 to 5. And I'm also trying to do that query letter summary and manuscript for the contest for Pikes Peak. So I'm exhausted. I'm not getting much sleep, and my brain is all over the place at the moment. So if I'm a little quiet tonight, it's because I'm currently trying to do the video. So, yeah, hopefully it goes well. But I'm just really tired, you guys, and I'm still trying to recover from stupid people being stupid.
Stupid people will be stupid.
Yeah, this is the second time I've been made fun of because of my weight just this summer. So it's not. Stop fat shaming. That's all I gotta say to our listeners.
Yeah,
Stop fat shaming.
Yeah, Nicole Arbor. I mean, what?
Yeah. I actually wrote a video based on her stuff.
Oh, that shoots the gun? Why? Why does Control shoot the gun?
That is weird.
I'm sorry. Okay, look, I expect left click to shoot a gun, not Control. What is this bullshit?
Okay, so, should I go for my weekly checkup then, or should we just go into the news, or what's going on?
You should.
Before you do, just a quick PSA, just like on a serious tip for our listeners. If you guys fat shame in any way, just fucking unsub. Just stop. We don't do that shit around here. Just don't do it.
Yeah, it's not cool.
It's really not cool.
And
We'll call you out on that bullshit. So.
and you'll.
Now, if you want to shame, how do I want to word this? If you want to shame fat shaming, we're okay with that.
Yeah, go for it. That's fine.
Shame fat
Actually,
shame. I'm good with that.
Let me make an addendum to this. If you want to fat shame, if you want to skinny shame, if you want to do any type of shaming, you can unsubscribe because we don't want that type of negativity here. We want this to be a friendly, happy podcast, unless we involve Gillette. That's a different story. But
Gillette shame right there.
yeah,
Gillette shaming is all.
you can go ahead and Gillette shame, but no fat and skinny shaming, okay?
Look, it's obvious that I give a lot of people on e-vac station shit, but I'm
A lot.
okay, an absurd amount. But to be honest, I'm an entertainer. I just say these things as jokes, but in all honesty, I shouldn't say them. It's very, very negative. And to be honest, I would never fat shame, skinny shame. I wouldn't shame anybody at all for who they are and what they look like. It's wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna shame everybody equally, like not a specific group, but like, everybody as a whole. I'm not opposed to that because you're spreading it evenly amongst everybody. There's no discrimination to one group or another.
Yeah, if you're gonna hate somebody, hate everybody.
Otherwise, hate
just call you an asshole.
Basically, you're Donald Trump then.
Okay, look, I was gonna make a joke once the morning hit about making a trap wall around my camp in this game. Oh god.
I'm so confused at this game.
It's pretty interesting though. So I guess I'll do my week real quick. I'm gonna keep it short because I don't have any. I just scrambled to get my news together here, so I have no idea what my week was about. All I remember, vaguely, is playing some Splatoon for a bit.
That was last night.
It was last night. Yes, I remember working a bunch, which is never fun. And then I remember we did some Descent, the tabletop game thing, and we died miserably, horribly. We got cornered in a dungeon, and I lived. I fought really hard to live. Like, I literally just was on the tip of death, and I'm like, no, fuck you, and I got away. Then my partner died, and I'm like, oh no, we died. Game over, man.
Game over, man. Game over.
Well, no.
That was such a great description of your game.
Well, no. So how it works is there's only 2 of us playing against the DM because our third person, Chad, kept calling out sick for whatever reason. I don't know why. He's an asshole. But anyway, so Chad called out again. By calling, I mean he didn't call, didn't show up, so we had no idea what his problem was. He's probably at his house that we're not allowed to see, and he still hasn't told anything about it yet. So I have no idea what's going on.
His quote-unquote home's totally a box, by the way.
His quote-unquote home is probably a box, or there's a closet with a bunch of dead hookers in there. I'm not sure what the situation is, but I'm going over that house. One of these days I'm going to find out what's going on.
You know what? I bet he's a furry.
That'll be a Shocktober video. Entering his house and seeing what's going on.
He's totally a furry. He has a full furry suit and everything. OC written.
Probably everywhere.
He has like a stack of fanfics that he's written with his OC.
Everywhere. Just everywhere. So he called out, and by called out, it didn't show up. Anyway, whatever. So we played each 2 characters, because we have 4 characters in the dungeon. I had a melee character and the only magic character in our team, and then she had 2 melee characters because fuck, we got terrible random draws with characters. And surprisingly enough, the frail wizard who can't do much shit, who kept missing every attack, survived. He was the only one who lived.
That's how it happens most of the time.
I was surprised. He was he was 1 health point away from dying. Somehow he managed to outlive everybody. It was fantastic.
Good job, wizard.
He even outlived the tank with 22 health and stealth abilities. How the fuck did you do that? But that was that. And then I put together the thing for the podcast that isn't going on this week. So fingers crossed for next week, maybe, hopefully, I don't know. That's all I'm going to get into for now. I'm sure there's something I've missed and or am neglecting and or refusing to mention for whatever reason. So let's just assume it's something legal and or illegal and or possibly middle ground legal. I'm not sure what I'm talking about anymore. Let's talk about news. How about that?
Sure.
Actually,
Yeah.
Why not?
do you still want me to explain this game or no? Because
Yes,
this game
It
is...
looks like Left 4 Dead, but in a trailer.
Okay, actually, that's not the whole premise of it, but you have the idea. So, the character that I'm playing right now is a cryptozoologist. And if you're not aware what a cryptozoologist is they believe in cryptids, which are possibly mythological creatures.
So basically, it's a Pokemon trainer. Go on.
And this game is called The Rake. If you're not aware of what The Rake is, it is a famous creepypasta in which, these people are just in the woods and some freaky stuff happens with this thing. I'll probably have...
What an apt description.
Well, I'll probably just link a reading of the creepypasta or just a direct link to the creepypasta so people can read it. So, during the day, I set traps, and I look around this territory, and, at night, I check the cameras.
So it's kind of like Five Nights meets Left 4 Dead. Interesting.
Yes. I'm not gonna necessarily, of course, Control shoots a gun for some reason, keep forgetting. I'm hoping that there's, like, a crouch. So
Would that be shift?
That makes you go, like, Sonic fast.
Well, you gotta go fast.
You have to
Gotta go faster, faster.
Buddy, but there's nowhere to go fast.
You gotta roll it around at the speed of sound.
In about 8 minutes there will be, Ryan. But I'm not going to necessarily suggest you guys go out and buy this game. They've only had 1 update, and that was a few months ago, so I don't know if the project is dead or not.
So it might have fallen prey to the same problems as
other early access games.
Yeah, I made a whole video about that. You should check it out. It's somewhere on the channel. I'll link it somewhere maybe at some point. You know what? I'm not doing anything at the moment while Max is explaining shit. I'm gonna go ahead and link it right now.
So, I can go around the island and I can get new guns and traps. and discover stuff, which I'm gonna do once morning hits. But at night, it's a little bit too dangerous to leave the campsite. If I remember correctly, when you leave the campsite, you instantly get raped.
Oh, that's great. Ow, I just bit my tongue.
So yeah, occasionally I check the cameras, and then I check this poster of what I'm assuming is is a showing the demographic of Republicans in Texas.
Haha.
So, anyways, yeah, that's this game.
Alright.
The birds enjoyed, obviously.
Yeah, I just put it in there. It's somewhere in there. Okay, so, continuing from where we left off, I think. Yeah. Let's talk about news.
News!
Okay, so,
Thank you, Ryan.
we're all big role-player D&D players, or at least we like to be, or try to be, or whatever. So,
Control.
here's something I think everyone will be happy to hear about. Kickstarter's, Boogie Dice can roll themselves.
Excuse me?
Yep, there's a new Kickstarter going on for a thing called Boogie Dice. They are dice that literally roll themselves.
Interesting.
All you need to activate them is a sound, be it clapping, snapping your fingers, or outright slamming the table in anger.
Nice.
Yep. Let's see what else it is. It's got some features. Let's see here. Each individual Boogie Dice contains vibration monitor, sound, and motion detectors, LED multicolor lights, and a buzzer. Also tucked within is a programmable processor that can be accessed via smartphone app. This lets you tweak features like roll length, LED light color, sound sensitivity, and other game-specific features like shooting laser beams.
Is there a feature that allow me to roll 20s all the time?
Let's see. To quote
That's a useful feature.
To quote the lead designer, as a game designer, Boogie Dice is an exciting new gaming accessory that inspires creative and unique gameplay mechanics. I can program the dice with all sorts of parameters and bring layers of strategy, unpredictability, and fun to my games. The self-rolling mechanism also adds a new dimension that gamers love.
I'd be interested in checking that out.
Yeah, it'd be a cool idea. I don't know.
That's cool.
I don't know what the cost to get in is, but it's a cool idea. You know, I didn't put links in your guys' Skype chat, so here they are right now.
Yay.
But yeah, going on from there, some other tech news we got going on. Japan has some tech news. They always should have some tech news. Why don't we have more Japan tech news? So you guys remember that movie Minority Report?
Yes.
Japan's making Minority Report a real thing.
Oh my god.
What?
Why?
No, Aaron, because to do that you'd need people who are psychic.
So, according to this, using a newly developed system called the Hitachi Visualization Predictive Crime Analytics, the folks at Hitachi claim to be able to quote-unquote, specify potential crime scenes down to a 200 square meter spot, and assign relative threat levels to every situation. The crime analytics system does this by collecting and compiling data such as public transit maps, social media conversations, and weather reports in real time to pick out patterns of where crime might strike next, like so. And it shows some images on the page that I'm reading from at this moment.
What?
To continue, it's understandable to be skeptical of Hitachi's new system, but Darren
Oh
Lipscomb,
shit!
an exclusive Hitachi's Public Safety and Visualization Division, seems more than confident in the technology. A human just can't handle when you get these tens of hundreds of variables that could impact crime, he says. Hitachi's system, which the company plans to put into a trial run at police departments in a handful of unspecified cities starting in October, raises two major concerns. Number one, how accurate will the system be? And two, if the system unfairly profiles the targets innocent people as criminals. So, we're gonna see what happens. Here's
Yeah,
my
you know
question.
that pesky innocent until proven guilty thing.
You don't need to be guilty. No, go to jail. We don't care. Go to jail.
Good God, guys. You remember Minority Report ended badly, right?
You remember Tom Cruise had to save us from all that bullshit, right? Tom Cruise! Not Liam Neeson, not anyone cool. It had to be Tom Cruise. He had to save us.
So I'm gonna just announce this real quick that I do not suggest getting Rake. I'm about to actually stop playing it and switch to Left 4 Dead. Um,
Because nothing's happened in the past while?
yes, and I'm looking at the updates. Nothing has been updated since July.
Oh, shit.
See, if I could stream the game that we were planning to do for the recording, I just do that, but then it kind of ruins the recording for later. So, plus I can't record on my side for some reason. So, shit.
And I can't stream D3, otherwise I would. Sorry, guys.
That'd be cool. So let's go ahead to the next news story, which are glow-in-the-dark fluorescent lizards.
Oh yeah.
Wait, no, repeat. I need a repeat of that.
To quote the article's title, first biofluorescent reptiles ever discovered near Solomon Islands.
Glow in the dark lizards.
Glow-in-the-dark lizards.
Okay, continue, please.
Let's see. So, as University of New York City marine biologist David Gruber describes it, he and his team were diving off the Solomon Islands in late July, attempting to capture biofluorescence in small sharks and coral reefs. Instead, they were treated to a small, glowing hawksbill sea turtle that came out of nowhere. This fluorescent turtle came out of nowhere. This fluorescent turtle, according to Gruber. It looked like a big spaceship gliding into view, he recalls. An alien craft with a patchwork of neon green and red all over its head and body.
It's a fucking turtle.
The marine biologist captured the turtle sighting on a video camera system, whose only artificial illumination was a bright light that matched the blue light of the surrounding ocean. A yellow filter on the camera allowed the scientists to pick up fluorescent organisms. Gruber followed the turtle for a short while, but after a few moments, I let it go because I didn't want to harass it. The hawksbill proceeded to dive down into the pitch black ocean.
Okay then.
And there's actually a video down here. You can see it all glowy and everything. It's actually kind of cool looking.
Alright, so, baby kaiju confirmed.
Baby kaiju, they're happening. Pacific Rim will be a real thing. We're all gonna die.
And confirm. Get on the Jaeger project.
Find someone drift compatible. That'll be how you save your life.
Yeah.
And it's no one drift compatible for me.
Aww. Yeah, Max.
What?
That's not saying much.
Oh, I give up. I fucking...
Man, I was being nice to this podcast.
I know, it was getting a little stale, man. We had to spice it up a little bit.
Man, I was planning on being nice to this podcast, but you know, Ryan, I'm going full out now.
Oh no, I'm so scared.
You should be.
Well, speaking of Pacific Rim Minority Report, movie news.
Movies!
So, what should I start with, guys? You want me to start with Game of Thrones, Wolverine, or The Ring?
Let's talk about Game of Thrones for a minute.
Okay, so there are Game of Thrones rumors right now. Rumors, in fact, that a movie might be in the works.
Yes!
I'm not surprised.
Let's see. According to this, let's see. Where am I going to start on this article here? Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where to start. It all started at the Emmys when George R. R. Martin told Daily Star in an exclusive interview that there will be a movie, but I will not be involved. I have too much to do. Continuing the quote, there is something HBO and the DB and David, the show's creators, DB, Wes, and David Benioff, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, are dealing with, said Martin. I have 2 more books to finish, and I still have so much to do. The pressure is on. I am such a slow writer, and the fans get upset that I don't write faster.
No shit! Goddamn!
Going down further, if you are not convinced to look at the Daily Star has a pulse on the goings-on of Westeros, luckily for you, they've got an anonymous insider to put your worries at ease. To quote the anonymous insider, with the Game of Thrones universe, there is much rich material and no constraints on when the story will take place. They are looking at dipping back into in a time during certain periods of the series, which could be examined as a one-off plot. That means some big characters who fans have seen die on screen could be resurrected, such as Robb Stark, Catelyn Stark, and other characters who I'm not going to get into because possible spoilers.
Another character's named Stark.
Pretty much the Starks, yeah. So yeah, you have potential for a spin-off movie featuring characters who may not be around anymore.
Holy crap. Ryan, we will have to make a point to, if they turn this into a movie, we need to see it together or something.
Of course.
Yay!
Now, can I just bring up something because this was interesting to me. Uh, did anybody check out the Emmy results?
Yes.
We talked about last week, I
Yes.
think, didn't we?
No,
I
we
thought I
said
thought
that
we
it
talked about
probably.
like who we thought might win, and that was like the
Yeah.
week before that.
I
We
think
talked
what
about
happened is last week we kind of were in a
Austin.
rush, so we didn't get to the actual Emmy discussion.
Yeah.
Right.
I did send Aaron a link though that Game of Thrones pretty much like won every frickin' thing. It was awesome.
Now, Aaron, don't hate me.
Okay.
I don't feel like Game of Thrones deserved all those damn Emmys.
Really? I'm
I
not gonna hate you
don't.
for it. I want to know your opinion.
I don't think so. Okay, if we're judging it based on the series in general, then maybe sure, because it's definitely a cross genre hit, and it's bringing so many new viewers to HBO. That's great. If we're basing it purely off of this season,
Oh no 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 no! I
uh,
agree. I agree. If it overall, yes. This season, no.
yeah, like that's my whole thing. And I was under
Okay,
the
I
impression that
respect
they
you for that.
yeah, I was under the impression that they did it based on like what's based on the latest shit that came out, based on like the season. And I was looking at some of the Emmy contenders and that Game of Thrones beat, and I was just like, I enjoy Game of Thrones, but what? How'd you beat? How did you beat fucking Better
I,
Call Saul?
I'm kind of
What?
curious to know which episode it picked for the nomination for Best Show, because that's what they base it on. They don't base it on the series or the season. They base it on the one episode given a submission.
Okay, that's what I want to know then. That's what I want to know.
Because the best episode they had of Game of Thrones beat the best episode of Better Call Saul, and for some reason the Better Call Saul episode didn't hold up. I could see that because as a series it's good, but as individual episodes I could see why people wouldn't care for it as much.
Hmm.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, you're right. That makes sense. That makes sense. That does make sense.
Throwing down the logic bombs right there. Had to do it.
No. That's good. That's real good. I need that. I need that. Because I was spinning when I saw it. I was just like, what the hell? How'd you do that?
So we got some other movie news here. So you guys know about the X-Men movies and all that shit, right? The Fox X-Men movies.
Yeah.
Oh, the X-Men movies. Yes.
Yep. And you know about Wolverine and all the shit he does.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, as we all know, he's not a young man anymore. Hugh Jackman's getting on in his years, and he wants to do other things. He doesn't want to do Wolverine forever. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he has said that he would be okay with a replacement. He has actually said that Tom Hardy would be a good replacement for him.
No, we can't replace Wolverine. I'm sorry. No one could ever live up to Hugh Jackman.
Maybe.
Tom Hardy's a really good character actor.
Maybe not, but like we should give other people a chance to portray the role as they see fit, and B, Hugh Jack, you said, he's getting old, and he's probably one.
Keep in mind, Wolverine is not supposed to be old. He's supposed to be the same age pretty much forever for the most part.
Right.
I mean, but I thought that's why they're doing Old Man Logan, which is a good storyline.
Did they confirm that was the case for the next X-Men? I wasn't sure if that was confirmed or not.
For the next Wolverine, yes, it's Old Man Logan.
Okay, but I mean, that takes place like after the Earth has been fucked, pretty much.
No, it doesn't.
Well,
It takes place a long ways down the road, though.
it takes place a good while into the future.
Or
But,
did you just step and close my file? Really?
To quote the article here, though, I haven't given really a lot of thought, Jackman said. I've been asked that question a lot, and I'm always like, I don't want to make it too easy on the studio to replace me, I've still got one more to do. I'm sure they are already talking about it. And there's some actor, they've told, shh, keep quiet, but we want you next. When pressured further, Jackman did offer a name. He's younger than me for sure. I think Tom Hardy would be a great Wolverine.
So, what that tells me is that there's no way in hell they're gonna let the Wolverine franchise die.
Oh, God, no. He's
God, no.
He's like Spider-Man. You can't kill it off. You just have to keep regurgitating more bullshit.
Ryan, have you heard of this thing called money? And people like it?
I'm just, you know, Wolverine. Wolverine only has so many solo stories. I mean, he's really, really embedded in the X-Men like legacy and in the Marvel legacy. But until all this bullshit between Marvel and Fox dies down, you're not even gonna get like the amazing stories with Wolverine yet.
My thing with this is that um, I don't think there should be any more standalone Wolverines. Like, I think Old Man Logan's a good way to end the Wolverine like trilogy,
Yeah.
and then just have him be a supporting character. He should have always been a supporting character when it came to the main movies.
I don't know. I appreciated the Wolverine-centric storylines,
I mean,
except for Origins. That
well,
just doesn't
but the thing
exist.
though is X-Men's a very ensemble cast. It does switch who the main guy is, but it's not always the same person every time. And that's kind of what always kind of grinds my gears a bit. It's like, I don't mind Wolverine at all, but I don't want him being the focus of every damn movie because, I mean, Professor X, Cyclops, Gambit, Beast, just so many good characters you can pick from, and you guys are just neglecting them because you want to focus on the same dude who's popular all the time.
But Aaron,
Well, I mean, First Class did a good job of showcasing everybody except.
Well, yeah, but they were also trying to reboot the series after what happened with that crappy X3 X-Men United movie.
but
That doesn't exist.
but
True, it's erased from the timeline. It no longer exists.
but Aaron,
Am I gonna get hated when I say that I'm really sad that the timeline got erased?
Yeah, you're gonna get hate. This time I will hate.
I don't know. I really liked the Wolverine Jean Grey storyline. I'm really sad that they got rid of it. I thought it
Ryan?
ended on it.
No.
I thought it ended on
No.
a note, and then
Where everybody died.
No. I'm saying just from the standpoint of. I'm sorry. No, not just from the standpoint, because I actually appreciated the whole. I thought, okay, I'm saying words and they're not connecting into sentences.
Okay, slow down.
Let me start again. First off, with Wolverine and Jean Grey, I thought it ended really well with spoiler alert, Logan having to kill her at the end of 3. And then when we got to the Wolverine, we saw him having to cope with that and like having dreams about her. I thought that was a really, really cool way to get into Logan's character. Also because the Wolverine was just a well done movie for the first 75% of it. But
I will say though that one, I just didn't like Jean Grey's actress that much. I don't think she brought a convincing role to that character. But more to the point though, is that I don't think how they portrayed Phoenix is all that good either. She's supposed to be like one of the most powerful characters in the entirety of Marvel, and she was like beaten by Wolverine, who, you know, good character still, but he's nowhere near that powerful. He's nowhere near that intimidating. I mean, he can survive, sure, but I don't think he would have been able to kill her legitimately if this is the real Phoenix we're talking about here.
but
I think
She wasn't even the real Phoenix.
she was.
She wasn't the real Phoenix.
She wasn't
Oh
the
my
real
God.
Phoenix. You're right. Nope.
wasn't
You're
the
right.
real
You're right. You are correct.
They
But-
screwed it up.
I think.
And she's supposed to be one of the most powerful female characters too. They kind of diminish that a lot, and that's a little embarrassing for this series, in my opinion.
That is embarrassing. I will give you that. But I will also say that you can't really delve into the actual character, the Phoenix, without getting deep into the cosmic side of Marvel.
And I don't disagree with that at all.
So I think the way they handled it, with making it like an alter ego that had like the majority of her powers behind it, and like a very evil and dark character that just like wanted everything that she could get her hands on and was like greedy and selfish. I thought that was a really, really cool spin on it in the confines of what they were trying to work with, because they weren't trying to bring in other galaxies and shit. I thought they handled that really well. And also with the point about Logan killing her at the end, I think it was because Jean Grey wanted him to. There was no way Phoenix could have disintegrated him with a thought, but at that moment, Jean Grey's fighting herself internally and holding herself back. until Logan can get through, and he shows he's willing to do this, even though he loves her. I thought that was well done.
You know, I can see your point there a bit. I can see your point. I will give X-Men 3 one bit of praise, though. They did kill off Cyclops. Then
They killed him! They fucking killed him. I'm so happy.
It did the one thing no other TV show or movie had the balls to do. That's just get rid of Cyclops. Good job. Good job.
Granted, I will say, even though I don't like him, I will say he probably served more than an off-screen death.
True.
No, he didn't. Stop lying to yourself.
Well, see, here's the thing, Brian. Cyclops is one of the least good characters in anything ever. Like, if you've got a friend who likes Cyclops, you've got a bad friend. That's what we're getting at.
Like, okay, if you want to know if you have a good friend on your hands who will be there for anything, ask if he likes Cyclops. If he answers yes, get rid of him.
The worst person you know.
He's worse than Hitler at this point.
Especially if he's read AVX. Then you're just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, you know what? If he says he likes Cyclops, he's Hitler. But if he likes that one, what's that one character that I'm trying to think of? He's like really, really just, nobody likes him. I'm trying to think of who it is.
I don't know, Max. There's a bunch of...
I think you're thinking of Scott Summers?
Yes, I am. You need to enlist them in a mental ward. Yes.
Now, here's a bonus. If they like Morph from the original animated show, then just kill him. No.
Damn.
And you know what? If they like Deadpool, then praise them.
Here's one for you, Morph.
Jesus.
Yep. So more movie news.
Now that we went on that tangent.
That was a fun tangent, though. I liked it.
Oh, man.
So you guys remember that one horror movie? Because this is Shocktober news now. So you guys remember that one horror movie from way back in the day called The Ring?
Nah.
Where that one spooky girl pops out your TV and just destroys your brain?
Don't jinx it, Aaron. Don't jinx it.
Basically, it's Phantom Core the movie. But anyway...
Why you say things?
So basically, there's going to be a sequel to it.
Is there?
Apparently there's a sequel coming to it.
Oh.
It's called Rings, as in multiple rings. It's like the aliens or predators of this series.
So, can I ask then, is it just like two girls coming out of the screen then? Now.
No, it's multiple rings. Pretty much someone made a copy of the tape and made it on DVD, and then just mass-produced it everywhere.
Oh, God.
I'm actually making it up. I have no idea.
That would actually be a pretty good premise, though.
That would be pretty awesome. So don't go to a store and put a DVD in if it doesn't have the title on it, because it's probably The Ring.
Now that's some Shocktober for your ass.
That's Shocktober right there. Only way it could be worse is if the Watcher's in your house watching it with you.
No.
He's like, yo, I usually watch people. I'm watching this movie with you. What's up? But the date has been pushed back to 2016. It was supposed to have come out apparently sometime this year. It looks like November 13th was the original date. So yeah, that's happening.
Damn.
But continuing on to horror news, because what podcast would be complete without our daily or our weekly ingestion of fuck Konami?
Fuck Konami.
This wouldn't even be a podcast if that was the case.
So hashtag fuck Konami if you guys approve. But so you guys remember that game we talked about multiple times, Silent Hills, that got canceled for no reason at all other than...
Oh, this. Oh, boy. I'm gonna go on rant time.
Well, let me get the news first, then you can rant, okay? So, we already know that Guillermo del Toro was working on it. We were all excited for that. We knew Kojima was working on it. We were excited for that. We were excited for the next edition of Silent Hills with these great minds on it. Not only were they on it, but legendary horror manga artist Junji Ito, the creator of Uzumaki, Gyo, and Tomi, was also a collaborator for Silent Hills.
Okay, can I now go on the rant time?
Yeah, before you do, fuck Konami, go ahead.
Konami, you fucking rat-ass bastards. How? Why? Just what? Do you know how much money you would have made off of this thing? This would have settled you for the next 25 years while you're making your shitty iOS games.
Probably. Or your pachinko.
Like, Jesus. Like, did you get some bad cocaine this year round? Like, if so, get a new dealer, because at least your old dealer allowed you to make some good games, other than you over here just, oh my god. You're like that annoying kid on the playground that nobody talks to, and then there's that one kid who's like, oh man, I sort of feel bad for him. Then they go to talk to them and ask if they want to play, and then they realize instantly why they don't invite them to play, because they're always talking about their pachinko games and how good they used to be at sports.
So Konami, I have a message for you as well. So, we give shit to Capcom for their on-disc DLC. That's bullshit. We all can agree on that one, because we're paying for shit that we've already got on the disc. We give shit to EA for all their horrible marketing ideas and just how they destroy all the companies they buy, like Bullfrog and everything else. God damn EA, you guys are monsters.
What?
We give shit to Activision for God knows what we give them shit for anymore, because all three of them, to me, even Ubisoft now, are all overshadowed by all this bullshit Konami has done just in the past summer.
Okay, can
like, EA and Capcom and Activision and even Ubisoft have had years to build up this shit. Like, the past couple of years have been horrible for them. Konami, within the past less than a year, has pissed off generally everybody. And they have not yet gone back and said, hey, we fucked up. We're sorry, guys. No, they haven't.
That is a damn shame.
So, you want to hear how bad the disappointment is?
Yes.
I've made the worst genealogy possible, and at the butt of it is Konami. Do you want to hear it? It's pretty long, but I think it's worth it, in my personal opinion.
Let's see what you got.
Okay, so Cthulhu and Satan have a child. That child is the Antichrist. The Antichrist and Hitler then have a child, making Activision. Activision and Capcom make a child known as EA and Ubisoft. They have two children. And then they do some really nasty incest bullshit and make Konami.
Well, that got crazy.
So, has this illustrated my hatred enough yet?
Like, there's a series called the Gymquisition, which I really enjoy. You guys should check it out if you get a chance. And there's the whole video where he talks about the pachinko bullshit with Silent Hill. And he says after everything that's happened, there's nothing he hates more than what what Konami has done to the people that work for them, to the customers, and to the games properties themselves. So yeah, I just feel like these guys just need to go away. They just need to stop. Like, people give crap to Sonic for not going away. I can understand that. But compared to this, I think Sonic has done far less problematic shit. So,
like, Sonic may be shit, but he's not this shit. Like, this is a new level of shit. I never thought those words would come out of my mouth, but Jesus Christ. We are here, people, where I am saying that there are now levels of shit.
Levels of shit never before reached.
Like, Jesus. I could go on another rant right now. But I should probably go rant about something else that's worth my time. But this might be worth my time, because now I want to go make a comic series about Konami and their pachinko machines.
Pull that lever.
Silent Hills, the pachinko game, coming 2018. Buy your cocaine DLC with it.
Nice.
Sex rants are funny.
They're a little unpredictable.
I've never felt so much hatred in my life, by the way.
Well, Max, I'm gonna try to turn around for you because I don't like seeing you all this upset. I'm gonna try to bring it around with some of the best news I think you could ever expect. An article here titled, "Where in the World is Frog Fractions 2?"
Oh, please let it be good news.
Okay, so I'm gonna read the article verbatim because it's silly stuff. The jig is on up. We still don't know the secret identity of Frog Fractions 2, the Kickstarter-funded sequel to the most interesting game I played on November 9th, 2012. For all we know, it's lurking among us as an unassuming name, waiting to be discovered, or perhaps it's not even finished yet. Today, the Frog Fractions 2 Kickstarter posted the Ashby Brewery and Indie Game Studio Fall 2015 quarterly newsletter. How random, or is it? The stutters in the video seem like a clue, but it's probably too obvious. Either way, the coded message, if one even exists, is lost on me. Designer Jim Crawford could keep the mystery going for a long time, but it's unlikely to happen. As of March, the official line was, if it gets to be 6 months or a year, I will probably leak some information in such a way that it can still spread via word of mouth. I don't think that it will be necessary, though. I have found that the internet is very good at discovering cool things.
I'm sorry, did this man put out his game and then say, go find it?
Yes.
Pretty much what it is.
Wow.
I have to give him props because that's actually a good marketing technique because it's built. Oh no! Here.
I can't buy it if I don't know what it is.
Okay, no, Ryan, hear me out with this, right? I can explain how it is a good marketing technique. It's kind of risky, but it can be good. Let me rephrase it that way. So basically, it builds up some hype because people are trying to find it, so therefore it spreads all over the internet. This is generally how things are spread through the internet, is some people just really want something, and then they go to Reddit, and they go to other forms of social media trying to find it. So therefore, while he's waiting for the 6 months to a year to actually release the information, there are people constantly spreading the word of this game and trying to find it.
And on top of that, too, depending on who you team up with to get these kind of like, what game could it be things going on, you can actually get some other developers involved to get their games to sell along with it as well. So you can build some good PR and get some good rep with other developers.
So therefore, that's why I think this is actually a pretty good marketing technique.
I mean, it's cool.
I mean, there's obviously flaws with it.
I just don't understand how he expects to make money.
Well, he said in 6 months to a year he's going to release information on it. So
That means that, okay, so that means that if within 6 months to a year he hasn't made money on this game that he put out, he's gonna give a little bit of information on how to find it.
yes, but if that's the case, he probably has another job than just developing video games because obviously.
Well, Ryan, here's what we know so far, though. Silent Hills is not Frog Fractions 2, because it's not coming out, so we're safe there.
Damn.
Aaron, do you want me to start the ranting again? Fucking pachinko machine. Why? Jesus.
That's great. It's great.
Like I said, it's a cool idea, and I applaud him for it. I hope it pays off. I do.
Me too.
Because it sounds really cool.
Oh my god, I have to go to therapy now. Jesus. Anger management class.
Fucking pachinko!
You know what, guys? I got something I gotta tell you, though.
Oh boy.
It's expensive, because we're talking about pachinko here. It's expensive to spend money on pachinko. It's a very high gambling thing. Lots of money you can make it out in Japan. I think that's what Konami's going for. But you know what their failure is, though?
What, Aaron?
They need to put their money in razors. Specifically, dollar shapes of razors.
Aaron, buddy, thank you.
That was beautiful.
You have no... I'm crying on the inside, but still crying nonetheless.
Yeah, I got a whole spiel here I'm gonna read here for you. That's right, friends. Leave your life behind. Drink the Kool-Aid and join the internet hive mind that supports Dollar Shave Club. It's certainly better than any other club you could ever hope to be a part of. $2 a month, you get razors sent from the internet to your door. The cost of expensive razors, gas, and even the pants needed to be allowed to go in public are things of the past. You can let it all hang loose and just wait for razors to come to you. So join the club and start lighting your pants on fire today.
I don't know about you guys, but I haven't been outside in weeks, and I haven't worn pants in weeks.
Where the fuck are my matches? I gotta put my pants.
Oh, dude, they're in the drawer to your left.
So to do that, just go to dollarshaveclub.com/evac station, light your pants on fire, join the club, and get those razors for only a few dollars a month sent right to your door.
Ryan, did you hear me?
Wait. How do you know that?
No reason.
I'm going to murder you, man.
Wait, is there actually a drawer to your left?
I'm going to smile when I do it.
Murder him by lighting his pants on fire. That way he doesn't have to buy razors.
Yeah!
Wait a second. Is there actually a drawer to your left?
I'm gonna light his face on fire. God damn it.
Like, seriously though. Drawer left. C. No.
Well, Ryan, don't light his face on fire, otherwise he may not be able to use VR headsets, because that's our next game story here.
Oh shit, really?
Yep. So Valve has made a quote saying, if VR makes you sick, it's the developer's fault.
Right.
Yeah. So, speaking at EGX, which, I don't know what that is, it's probably a convention.
Oh, it's PAX. It's
PAX?
It's
Okay.
PAX West, Northwest.
So, speaking at PAX Northwest, as reported by Games Industry, another outlet, Valve's Chet
Falisac.
whatever.
Ballsacks.
Said Chet Ballsack. The idea that VR gets you sick is bullshit. We have people who come in who don't want to go want to do demos. In the idea of 10 people, there will be some who say, "I'm gonna get sick. I can't do this." The expectation is based on either what they've seen before or what they've heard. As consumers and people in the community hold developers to it, they shouldn't be making you sick. It's no longer the hardware's fault anymore. It's the developers making choices that make you sick. Tell them that, tell them that you don't want that. So yeah, pretty simple there. They're just saying, hey, it's their fault, not thing's fault, not your fault. So stop it.
But wouldn't the motion sickness come from, like, crazy amounts of vertigo? And
It might be. It might have something to do with calibration, actually.
And it also might have to do with what exactly the game is. Like, if it's a slower paced game or something like that, it may not actually cause that much, like, headache-inducing bullshit.
So I think what they're saying is that it depends on the actual design of the headset and the calibration of it. So instead of having the 1.8, like, from what I can tell, VR headsets are 180-degree vision. However, that's not actually how human vision works. Human vision, you can see up to like 160 or something like that. So it could just be that it's trying to portray a set vision type of angle that you just can't see normally.
Okay. That's sciencey enough. I'll accept that.
All right. Well, speaking of game accessories and whatnot, what podcast would be complete without some amiibo news?
Yay!
Hey.
So, the last bit of news I have before we get to our Tumblr questions of the week, those hard-to-find amiibo will soon be easier to find.
What?
So Nintendo of America sent out a tweet today saying, "Look who's back! Little Mac, Greninja, Shulk, Lucario, Fox, and Captain Falcon will be restocked at select retailers soon." There is no word as to the quantity or time frame of the restock, but we at least know it's happening sometime. And, according to some other articles, there's rumors going around that the exclusiveness of these amiibos may actually be gone away, because some of these exclusive deals that were with GameStop before or Toys R Us are also showing up at Best Buy now.
Yay, Best Buy!
So the exclusivity may have been timed or for a limited run, or limited to the first run of amiibos. So hold on to your money and don't give your hard-earned cash to those scalpers just yet. Let's see what happens with this Best Buy new wave of amiibos and shit. Also, you can still find Ganondorf in stores in some places, so honestly, just buy that. That's the only amiibo you actually need. So,
Seems legit.
seems legit. Yeah. Short list of news, but we actually did quite a bit there, I think. We did really good there. So with that being said, who is ready for the Tumblr questions of the week?
Moi.
Okay,
Yep.
so last time we had some very good questions, like the Dragon Ball wishes, which I thought ended really nicely with Nicole's whole, answer to that question. So let's see if we can get some good questions going on. Let's start with one, I imagine this is specifically for Max.
Oh
It
boy.
doesn't say it, but I imagine it's specifically for you.
Okay.
What the fuck is with Konami?
Whoa! Yeah, you know what? You know what? I'll tell you what's wrong with Konami. They think pachinko machines are still what the cool kids use, but it's not what the cool kids use. The cool kids are playing on their video games, and guess what? Those cool kids are waiting for Silent Hills, but they're crying now, Konami. You made them cry. You made some kids cry. You know why? Because Silent Hills isn't out yet, you piece of shit.
That's, I think, what we're all looking for there. Very enlightening, very, very, very good, very good.
Like,
this next question's for everybody, obviously. So, Sonic, Mega Man, Mario, somebody else? Who is the best gaming mascot?
ooh, that's a good question, actually.
That's a hard question.
Mario is actually more widely noticed and actually like a lot more people know who Mario is.
My question is, what is the context of the question? Is it like the best in terms of the coolest, best in terms of literally best representation, best in terms of who could kick whose ass? What's the answer?
I'm just gonna assume that they mean like most noticeable and like most I'm trying to think of the word here.
Like best representative of the game industry?
Most recognized.
Okay.
That's the word. That's words, I think.
What about the Call of Duty dog?
Oh, you piece of shit.
I love you, Aaron. That was awesome.
I couldn't resist.
Aaron, fuck you 2 times over.
I forget about that one. But no, I can kind of see Mario fitting that role pretty well. I mean, he's well known everywhere.
Honestly,
and...
I like Mega Man better than any of them, to be honest. But
there hasn't been a new Mega Man game in quite a while.
It'll happen, maybe.
It's called Mighty Number 9, and that's having issues as well.
You know what? Maybe if Capcom would actually do something as well. Wait,
yeah, no.
Capcom owns Mega Man, don't they? Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they own a Mega Man. They just pretend not to.
Which I don't know why. It would make plenty of sales if they did it right.
I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna give the answer. I'm gonna give a different answer here. I'm gonna say the gaming industry needs a new mascot. It needs someone fresh. It needs someone new. Someone who can ink outside the box. I think we all know where I'm getting with this, honestly.
I got it as soon as you said fresh, buddy. Pal.
For the record, I wasn't planning on that being a pun. It just happened. But no, Squid Kids. They should be the new gaming mascot. Yeah, Squid Kids.
I mean, you know what? Let's just talk about Splatoon for the rest of the time, shall we?
You guys still there?
I'm still here.
Yeah?
I'm still here.
I'm still here. Are you still here?
I don't think she can hear us.
So how about that Aaron lady?
Trying to bring her back in. Let's see if we can bring her back to life for one more question, because we can end it with a good question.
Well, while that happens, I'm going to talk Splatoon, and that it's probably one of the best IPs that Nintendo has come out with, I don't know, the last 20 fucking years.
I would say it probably is. Plus, I mean, it does a lot of what makes games good, all in one good thing. It's online, it's multiplayer, it's a shooter, but it's also kid friendly. It's got colorful stuff going on. So
And
it's good visuals.
And it's not made out of arts and crafts materials.
Or poop.
Or poop. Fucking Nintendo.
I mean, that's good stuff. That it's not made of poop.
I'm looking at you, Yoshi's Woolly World.
What?
It was poop. It was pretty much poop. That's
So
what
I'm
wool
gonna
is.
do one more question here, and I'm trying to see if there's any on here we haven't answered yet. I think this one. No, that's. I want to save one for Nicole gets here. I think. Let's see. Yeah, this is probably good for Shocktober coming up. Let's go with this one. Of what do you afraid?
Of what?
Centipedes.
Bad grammar, motherfucker.
Oh, shit!
Sorry.
Ryan, I didn't take you as the grammar Nazi type.
I am not. I couldn't resist.
Ryan, it's the internet. I expected something like this at some point.
Of course.
Okay,
But Ryan, seriously though, of what do you afraid?
Of what do I afraid?
the
Are you even afraid?
I do afraid at times. There are times where I afraid. I have to think of my answer.
Max, how about you? Because I know we have centipedes and Aaron. Anything else from Aaron?
Failure.
that's a pretty good one.
The centipedes of failure.
You just
Yep.
got real, Aaron.
Like, okay, wait. My question is: are we supposed to be getting real with this, or just like something like spiders or something? Or
Interpret it how you feel.
honestly, you know how there's like mythological creatures and there's like scare monsters and stuff. I'm more scared of what people can do. Like that might sound stupid, but like humans are kind of morbid.
That's deep. That's deep, Max.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, you're right. I mean, look at the killers, look at the pedophiles, look at the rapists, look at everything that people can do, and then just see how far some of them go that don't get caught for those things.
I mean, I always like. I come from a family where we believe in the paranormal deeply. So, to some people, it's like ghosts and ghouls and stuff like that is not real, but to me that is real. But I've just been grown up to accept that. And like honestly, I fear like I watch a YouTuber named Mr. Nightmare. And he does these like top 10 true stories. And some of them are just freaky. They are, and they're usually centered around what like humans are doing. Like there's like the top 5 like creepiest camping stories. And one example that I can think of on the top of my head is that Boy Scouts go out and camp, right? They go camping. That's what Boy Scouts do.
Yeah, catch a Wendigo and stuff. Yeah.
Well, the instructor wanted all the tents to be spread out because he basically wanted them to get the whole camping experience thing. Well, the kid wakes up.
Foolish.
The kid wakes up in the middle of the night hearing walking. And it's around his tent. And at first he thinks it's just one of the kids going to the bathroom. Well, it keeps happening. So he opens his tent flap thing. As you can tell, I'm totally the type of guy who goes camping by tent flap thing. And he sees this guy walking around. And the guy puts his hand up to his lips and does the whole shush motion. Well, the kid obviously runs to his, like, scoutmaster, freaked the hell out. So, yeah, I'm more scared of what humans can do than mythological creatures. Or ghosts or ghouls.
Even Cthulhu?
Even Cthulhu.
That's deep. I'm not sure what I'd say I'm afraid of aside from what Max said, because he brings up a very valid point.
He brings up a very real point. I feel like we need a happier question.
Let's see.
We just started talking about like the follies of mankind. Like shit got deep for a second.
Well, I mean, Ryan, I have to ask you, what is a man but a miserable pile of flesh?
He does have a point there, too.
It's not by my fault that I don't remember how the sentence line goes. I always throws a wine glass at some point and turns into a monster. That's all I remember.
You know, I feel like we should have an episode of Shocktober of all of us talking about any paranormal experiences we've had, if any.
Do that at some point.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I don't think I've had any.
I had them.
I would say dreams, like weird dreams you have, could be interpreted loosely as what. I gotta invest in better headphones at some point. These things have fucking me up so bad.
I once had a dream where I was God and created a universe.
Oh my god. That doesn't bring up a memory, but speaking of weird dreams, I was like, and I must have been like a really messed up kid if I thought of this, but I was like 7, and like I imagined I was running down an alleyway, and then I get shot by a mobster, like 1920s. Like it's not like a modern day gangster. It's like a mobster from the 20s who smokes a cigar.
You know, I had a weird dream this past week that actually kind of fits in with this a little bit. So, I was at my old parents' place. I don't know why. It looked like I was living there or something. I was upstairs though. I didn't live up there. I was looking out the window at one random point. I see this van pull up in front of the house.
Oh god.
It's really weird. Look out of place. Some guy in a big trench coat and hat with some weird sharp farming utensils just starts walking up the hill towards the backyard. Now, my mom's a big gardener. She's like really big into making sure the yard looks really nice. But I wouldn't expect her to have someone come over and do it for her. It was weird. So I go looking for her or dad or whoever. I'm like, hey, yo, who's this guy coming up here? What's going on with this? And I'm just curious. But they're gone. In fact, as soon as I go down the stairs, I hear the garage open. They're leaving. So I'm like, oh, that's weird. So I go and I watch the guy for a minute. And then as he's going towards the front yard, I try to go up to him and talk to him. He just kind of brushes me off, ignores me. So I try a little harder. Suddenly pushes me out of the way. So I get aggressive, and all of a sudden, he's starting to try to kill me and everything. He's chasing me around, trying to corner me down. I'm in the basement at one point. He's got me, and somehow his hat gets away, and I can see his face. And it's the fucking Joker from Batman.
Oh god.
Oh shit!
I have no idea why, but then he kills me. And then I wake up all of a sudden, not out in real life. I wake up with a dream, and all of a sudden I'm back upstairs again. The van's pulling up, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And I'm like, is this like a game or something where I just got an extra life? What the fuck? So as soon as I see the van, I don't even stop. I run downstairs. I see Mom, and I'm like, hey, there's some dude coming up, and I think he's gonna fuck up this place really bad. So we both go up to the guy, and she's just like, hey, listen, I don't know what's going on, but you need to leave. And so rather than put up a fight against two of us, he just fucks off and leaves. And so everything seems fine, but then as the rest of the day and night go on, you hear these weird sounds, you see shadows moving about, and you're just like, I'm really uncomfortable with the whole house. So we immediately decide the next day, like it's just the next day comes up out of nowhere, and we're like, we need to relocate. So suddenly there's like a scene transition in this dream, and I'm in this weird like tall building, not like super tall, maybe like 3 or 4 stories, and we're on the top floor, and we look down, we're surrounded by cars, and the weird part about it is that van, Joker's van, I guess we're gonna call it then, is there, but there's multiple of that van scattered all over the place, so we don't know if he's there or not. We're just kind of like just fucking scared to death, and I wake up shortly after that.
Oh jeez.
It was the weirdest thing ever. I had no idea what happened.
Has anybody ever lucid dreamed before? Because I have, and it's weird. Like, as soon as you realize that you're dreaming, you're like, oh shit, I'm dreaming. And like, you're just sort of like, I sort of just like kept doing stuff, like how does this even work? It got weird real fast.
I don't know. That being said, though, do we have any more stories to add to the podcast tonight, or should we call it a night, guys?
Where's Ryan and Aaron?
I don't know.
I'm here.
I think Ryan might have disappeared.
Because like Ryan's being oddly quiet.
Very quiet, in fact. I click on his face.
Did he die?
I don't know. Says he's here. I don't know what's going on. Well, with Ryan's sudden absence from out of nowhere, I think it's a good point to end the podcast. So, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you tune in starting tomorrow and for the rest of the month for all of Shocktober, the greatest single thing to exist ever. Also, be sure to check out all of our other shows that are still going to be airing, including the new episodes for Point and Click, Let's Fall in Love, and everything else we're doing. Also, Dollar Shave Club. join the club, drink the Kool-Aid, light your pants on fire, and buy today. It's dollarshaveclub.com/evac station. And I can't think of anything else I'm forgetting. Max, do you have anything I might be forgetting?
Don't forget to ask us. Don't forget to look around for.
Tumblr questions and all
Ask
that.
us Tumblr questions, but don't forget to look around for the 50 sub special live stream whenever we settle that.
Yeah, whenever we figure out when that's going to be, we're hoping to get it soon. No promises, because we don't know ourselves, so.
I might actually try to get that, I might actually try to settle up a time for like, paranormal experiences that we've all had, like a video for that for Shocktober, sort of as my,
That'd be fun.
sort of as my Shocktober contribution of my own video.
And then we got to get those apartment tours up, too, because I know I have one I'm going to try to get this month.
I ended up recording one too.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, I just did my aviary because I know some of us have said we were gonna do.
Oh, right.
Events and stuff.
Well, look for those here soon too. I imagine this will be the month of spooks and apartments.
Actually, you know what? Tell us your paranormal experiences in the comments.
Below.
Yeah.
Tell us what things spook you, or maybe we'll talk about it in the podcast. That'd be great too. And with that, I think we could call it there. Ryan says good night because I will speak on his behalf.
Oh, he's here.
And good night to all of you, and we'll see you in the next video.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.